Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very relaxed get ready with me, although I'm not going anywhere. But when I just gone through my drawer, I saw Natasha Denona. A bit dirty, let me just wipe things off. I've seen my Natasha Denona's palette. I don't think I shared this with you guys on camera. And it's their Glam palette. And this is the color combination. How pretty it is. This palette was in a very hyper about 4-5 months ago in China in particular. This palette, I feel the color combination is slightly different with the traditional way of Natasha Denona. As we all know, when we think about this brand, the first thing come out to your mind is their shadow quality, high pigmentation, and their bright colors. But when I see this palette, I bought it straight away is how not natural but very easy to manage colors. So I do actually use this palette quite often off the camera, but I think I never shared it with you guys. So today we just do a simple get ready with me of using this palette and to share a very natural, daily wearable, on the go, quick, easy whole face look. If you're interested, then keep watching. By the way, if you hear any like wind blowing sound, I can't control that. It's just my window has a tiny small gap and today is very, very windy. So again, I will insert the background music to kind of covering that. But if by chance you heard it, that's what it is. Recently, my overall skin condition is not too bad. Can you guys see my dark circle? If you compare with my previous videos, especially like 8 months ago, 6 months ago, it has reduced, right? Say yes, because I feel it has reduced. It's because of a lovely eye cream I used, which I will share in another video. Besides, my sleep overall is better because my little one can sleep better. Thank God. But today I will still cover a little bit eye bag and just a small like blemish and spot marks here. I start with the TIMAGE concealer palette. By the way, just to hint here, there is going to be a very good news that soon you guys will be able to buy more Chinese makeup skincare brand online globally. That's all I'm gonna say, including TIMAGE. By the way, it's not me creating a business, it's just I'm working with a platform at the moment. When the opportunity is ready, I will share with you guys. So let me just quickly cover a little bit for the eye bag. TIMAGE, this one I really like it and I prefer to use it before the foundation. It's because of the texture and the formulation itself. I find once you blend on the skin, it kind of just stick there. It doesn't really get removed afterwards, even after you apply the foundation. So, which is really good. The principle with concealers is a little goes a long way, so please try not to just swipe concealers on. Oh, by the way, recently I find this type of concealer brush is quite good. Can you see? It has a like cutting edge. The shape, if you compare with a finger, it's very much like a finger brush. So when you tap on the face, it gives you similar effect as you tap with the finger. For concealer, I find this type of brush is quite good. Mix a bit in the plate, just for the edges of my mouth. Foundation today, I'm still going to use the Taco Cheese Double Silky foundation. Since I use this foundation, I just don't want to reach others. This is just so good and it lasts so long. So I don't really need to worry about oil control. I don't really need to, halfway through to check whether my makeup melted or not. And it's self-independent foundation. It doesn't really rely on the face product you use, the sunblock you use, the primer you use. It pretty much performs steadily well on itself. So I continue bouncing and tapping in the middle of the face for about half a minute and then spread it out. I mentioned in my previous video, I find that this way is helping to apply the foundation more effectively, naturally, and more smooth. It does reduce the chance of getting cakiness. For daily wearable eye look, you don't really expect a, heavy smoky eye look. So the eye looks be more focused on define your eye structure and make yourself look more energetic and fresh. Therefore, to get a clean base is very important. It's like you draw a picture. So it's always more effective. It's nicer when you start with a clean white paper rather than have some color-based paper, right? So it's exactly the same principle. So to get a clean face foundation is a good start. I am pretty much there, as I just have a small, tiny spot marks and, small unevenness here. I start realize that because I'm wearing glasses very often, so the odd shade is because of that. So I'm going to use TIMAGE concealer pen to just correcting those small areas. I'm now fairly happy with this. Just quickly set the powder, Florasis. Recently, loads of you've asked me when I am going back to UK. It's just every time I hope and the things happened globally in the world, which really impact my plan. I never thought world political changes or things happening very far away from where I am and can actually impact me as individuals, because you always feel those things are quite far away from you. And yeah, originally I planned to go back by October, November, because my little one get into 3 in summertime. In China, once you reach 3, then you can get the COVID vaccine. So ideally, I plan to wait it until she get 2 jabs for her COVID vaccine. Then it's kind of, slightly safer for us to travel than to go back, definitely before Christmas. And now, yeah, all the flights from China to UK has all been put on pause because of the global events. So God knows. And my husband is kind of gave up this year, kind of hoping we can go back next year. Bless him. He has been alone at home for nearly 3 years. Oh God. Okay, let's do the brow first. This time I discovered a new way of doing eyebrows, which is easier, more effective, and I prefer more the result. So first of all, you find you prefer the brow powder, then grabbed a brush. Let me just grab mine first. Yeah. Grabbed a eyeshadow brush like this. The hair needs to be slightly short. That's the shape of it. I find using this type of brush instead of something like this, it can give you more foggy, soft, natural effect. So it's more about filling up the gaps between your own eyebrows. So let me zoom you in. Mix these two colors. Then start from the bottom line to just very easy to kind of make it messy, but within your brow area, yeah? Just get the powder, just get the color smudged all in between your brow hair. No need to be that precise. And that's the reason I use this type of brush. That's easy to blend because you're actually doing a blending motion. It's a little bit uneven at the moment. No need to worry about that. It's really just a focus on getting the color on your skin. And then go for the brow pencil, which I mentioned in my previous video before. Something like this, you know. It's like sharpen edge. Then what you do is looking for the gaps after you apply the powder. For example, here I have 2 gaps. So then just use the pencil to draw thick lines and just fill up the gap. And just check the gaps again. Then just use a small brush to make it a little bit soft. Just smudge any harsh lines you feel. You compare these 2 brows. Okay, once we done the brows, let's start with the eye looks. When you look at these beautiful colors, the formulation is, as always, Natasha Denona's. Very good pigmentation, very easy to be blended on the eyes. There is no much cakiness whatsoever. I think that's a very key point, especially for beginners when you choose eyeshadow palettes. The blending result is far more important than other aspects, in my opinion. Let me quickly do the swatches for all the colors. Have a look at the shimmer colors. How beautiful. And have a look at the pigmentation and the smoothness. From the swatches and the color from the palettes, the main theme I feel personally about this palette is earthy mixed with good amount of grey, and it's good level of grey and smokiness in this, which is very friendly for our Asian type of eye shapes, because we are a little bit more hooded and we also have single eyelid, that type of eye structures. We're a little bit more afraid of using the colors that make our eyelid looks more puffy. But all the colors, even with the shimmer colors, they are not to make your eyelids look puffy at all. 15 colors inside can really build a very strong, smoky, beautiful eye looks. But when it comes down to the day-to-day use, please guys, try not to be ambitious of using as many colors as possible from the palettes. Here's my advice for beginners. I wouldn't start from a 15, 12, 15 eyeshadows palettes to start with your eye look journey. Yeah, start with single, dual, quad, 4 colors eyeshadow palettes, maximum 9 to start with. When you get comfortable with your blending techniques, you get more understanding of your own eye shapes, you know where to pat what type of colors, then you move on some palettes like this. So I will mainly stick 2 or maximum 3 colors to create a day-to-day look. But the benefit of this type of palettes that you can use same palettes but change different eye looks. So every day your eye looks can look a little bit different, but it's actually created from the same palette. And today I'm going to share with you guys my best practice on using this palette. Obviously, I will only use 2 or 3 colors, and then let's move on to a simple eye look. Firstly, I'm using this transition color and to pat it all over the eyelid. And at the out corner, I apply this color towards the end of your eyebrow. Then same color for the under eye area. This transition color is really help to reduce puffy eyes. It's very nice eye shading color. Can you guys see the difference? It's light enough, but effective. Then next, I'm using this crease color. To use this color to define the eye look rather than really build up colors. So I will apply this color from the out corner, extend a little bit, then blending follow the eye socket. No need to blend upwards, just blend around the eye socket. Where the eye socket, you see there is the eye bone here, right? When you poke it in, you can feel your eyeball surrounded. Then just follow that shape. And Natasha Denona's eyeshadows are still, very high pigment, so the less is more. For day-to-day use, this is strong enough for me. Then I would just change a slightly smaller brush, dip into the same color, then just apply for the under eye area. Like that. Can you see the difference of those 2 eyes? Then I dip into this lovely coral shimmer color. Then apply from middle of the eye towards inner corner. And then just use a blending brush, just blending the edges. Then I'm using the same shimmer color to apply it just below the eyeball. Then use this inner corner color for inner corner. The great thing about Natasha Denona's palette that it already tells you what color used to wear. Obviously, once you feel comfortable, you can mix and match and apply it to the area where you feel is appropriate. Now we pretty much finished the eye look. Simple, easy, natural, daily wearable. Then next what I would do is I will use more flatted brush like that. Then dip into this, it's called Lash Line. It's kind of the darkest color in the palette. Then what you do is to wing it out first before you apply the liquid eyeliner. When you use dark eyeshadow powder to give the guideline of the wing, it's always easier for you to correct it before you apply something going to be permanently on. So once you feel the both side is fairly similar now, then you can apply the eyeliner. For me, the same, use the gelled eyeliner for the waterlines, and then I use the liquid eyeliner to wing it out. So once we had eyeliners on, you feel like, especially for the out corner, the darkest color start fading out. That's not a problem. We can always adjust it afterwards. And I'm going to mix Smoke this color. It's like brown chocolate color. I'm going to mix this one with the crease color over here. As is daily wearable color, so you don't want it too smoky, but you need your eyes to look fresh. So I will only tap this color at the out corner, just above your wing, just above your eyeliner, then blend in the small area. Follow your eye lines, follow your wings, and just kind of apply the color into a small triangle. So start from the end of your wing, go up, down, like that, like this triangle, to try to blend this color within the triangle. Like that. So now, can you see the difference between these two? And now when you look at my eyes, you pretty much feel the heaviness for the upper lid, but it's a little bit too light for the bottom lid. Then use the same mix color that you applied for the out corner. Then apply for the bottom line, but again, start from the out corner. Gently move down just below the edge of your eyeball. Concentrate in this area. You can pat it first, then blending down, just like that. Then join these two together. Okay, blending brush. Just quickly sweep over the edges. Can you guys see this too? Although it's daily wearable, but like sexily smoky. Now I haven't done lashes. Can you guys see the eyes from distance? It's very natural, daily wearable. When you go to work especially, people look at you, they won't feel like, don't you think your makeup is a little bit too over? Especially within certain industries that they very much focus on your presentation, you know, your makeups, your nail colors. And within something like this, it's very classic, very business as well. Let me finish the lashes. Now both eyes are down. What do you think? I like it. I really like it. Okay, let's finish the contour. Just quickly contour the nose. Use the VAA one. As I'm kind of, see the bottom plates. I don't know whether that's happened to you guys as well. When you actually see one of your makeup item that's nearly finished, you really want to focus on finishing it. You insist to, just to feel satisfied. Oh well, I am like this. For blush, I'm going to use the flower nose one, which is very natural, kind of goes with all the makeups. And here's a small tips that when you want people to focus on your eyes or your lips, for example, then try to tone down the rest of colors on the face. You don't want to have like, sexy, smoky, little bit, attractive eyes, then pile up with a very colorful blush. Then people look at you, it's like, yeah, I don't know where to look at. Look at your face, your eyes, or your lip. So, going to use very natural coral based blush. Then just apply tiny little bit. Like that. You see the hint of it. That's all you need. Flower nose, like the port blush. Very good, very good. If you wondered what item to start with from flower nose, I would highly recommend trying their blush. Then I use the same blush brush to apply a little bit of contour. This is just, I find that when you use the same brush, because there are blush colors left onto the brush, when you mix with the contour, it's kind of create a transition color that matches your contour as well as your blush. So kind of makes the colors all combined, blended well with each other on your face. And at the same time, that save you wash another brush in there. Every little helps. Now finish with the lip. The lip color I use today is one from, the base is from the INGLOT lip gloss and the lip paint. This is number 18, I want to say number 18, yeah. So this is the one that got melted before. Look, it's still a little bit. But the color itself is really nice. The bottom color, this one, I really like. It's beautiful nude color. Look. It has good level of coral and the petal color mix in there. And when you smudge out on the lips, it's very much give you a beautiful nude, little bit of color hinted glow, and it's melt in with your own lip color well. So I used this one as a base, then I topped up with Tom Ford 100, which is a very nice lipstick. If you haven't seen the lip swatches and try on, I highly recommend to go and check out this video. This is Tom Ford 100. It is a very nice, gentle, daily wearable, goes with all makeups color. Hope you're enjoying today's eye look, and I hope today's video is somehow helpful and give you some ideas in terms of how to use Natasha Denona's this palette. So obviously today I used a different base color. I used more like neutral crease color. So if the following day, the second day, you want to change a little bit colors of your eye looks, you can use the same eyeshadow palettes, then just change it to, for example, like this more coral orange color to change the base color of the eye look. Then you mix with different shimmer colors as a topper, then give you a different eye look but created by the same eyeshadow palettes. So if you enjoyed today's video, do click the like button, and most importantly, to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon.